there is a strain of synthetic marijuana that contains a chemical that is also found in rat poison. Well, Tamani, students who were marching were clearly emotional, and some were even brought to tears while attending a meeting that was held to discuss these videos. That was something that we learned the night of the shooting, as people who were standing at the corner here of Midland Avenue and West Beard Avenue told us they were here in celebration of a family member who had passed away that day.
If you can't tell by the dozens of photos, Robin Del Fiore likes to take pictures.
That's his best girl, his dog.
And photo taking became even more important about 3 years ago when her son was incarcerated. She wanted Alex in all of her photos, so she printed out a picture of his head and took it to all the big events.
He was like, Mom, you are so cool. I can't believe you did this. Like, everyone up here is like, oh my God, I can't believe your mom did that. And yeah, he was so happy.
Robin's son, Alex, is serving a 3.5-year sentence at Hale Creek, a medium security facility in the Mohawk Valley. Though the facility went months without a single COVID case, now there are 24 active cases and 22 pending at the facility. And yet, there is no word on when the incarcerated will be vaccinated.
Don't say, oh, because you've, committed some crime or you've done, you're not deserving of this, because you are.
In congregate living with reusable masks meant to last weeks, Alex is vulnerable, especially because he's diabetic.
So people get sick and we put them in solitary. You're in a box, sick by yourself for 23 hours. That's not treatment, that's torture.
Robin started advocacy work with the Center for Community Alternatives. The group's position is that all people in congregate living are vulnerable, especially those in prisons and jails.
I don't want to take it away from anybody, but it doesn't seem like rocket science to me that you would go to nursing homes, you would go to homeless shelters, you would go to, prisons and jails. You would go to where people don't have the option to not be on top of each other.
Though the state's 1B vaccination group includes those in congregate living, there is no word on the imprisoned. Early this month, there was confusion in Albany. Lawmakers in the majority Democratic conference said they were told inmates and correctional officers would be included in 1B. But the Republican Senate Minority Leader says his conference heard the opposite. New York State Health Commissioner Dr. Howard Zucker and Larry Schwartz are handling the vaccine program.
Take care of that. It's a vaccine. Take care of it.
Robin says the incarcerated are often only thought of as criminals.
This is still my son, who I love.
But they're people too.
They're still human beings. That's my favorite picture of him.
So sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost a son as well, so I know what that pain is like.
There are few words to console a grieving parent.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. All that hurt and pain, I understand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like those of 12-year-old James Springer III, the sixth grader who was fatally shot Wednesday on the 100 block of John Street in Syracuse.
I had my firstborn taken from me as well. I know that pain. What do we want? Stop the violence! And when do we want it? Now! What do we want? Stop the violence! And when do we want it? Now!
And there are seemingly few ways for a person to grieve when any child is killed, especially when it's a tragedy too common.
I'm grieving too. I have a son, I have a daughter. My brother's all in jail. I lost my brothers, my cousins. I don't have nobody.
Right.
All my family is in jail or dead. I don't have nobody. I'm all by myself, so I feel you guys' pain. And that's why I'm here.
She's lost brothers. She's had family members shot and killed in her family. That's what she's doing. She's bitten because the community is traumatized. The community is hurting.
Looking to stop the bullets, OGs Against Gun Violence walks through the Northside neighborhood Thursday.
We want justice for Junior!
For some who walk, learning to carry such grief is learning how to help those around them.
Justice for Junior! Now!
And learning to help each other is their method for keeping each other alive.
That you take this cloud from over this city.
Without discrimination.
Protesters marching around Triangle Park Monday were met by some hostility from residents and drivers. They spent Labor Day reminding their neighbors of what happened this weekend. Joya Stuckman's moving truck was vandalized with racial slurs. She and nearly 30 others gathered in protest of the incident and planned for the next demonstration when Joya was informed of posts made on social media.
So we were getting screenshots because we're not a part of the group. So our friends that were concerned were giving us screenshots where people were saying, go down there and put a bullet between their eyes.
The threats raised concerns over the safety of protesters, so Joya contacted police about those posts.
We went down to the police station yesterday regarding a post that was put on Facebook threatening us if we came down here to gather again. And the police assured us that we would be greatly protected and there would be a heavy police presence, and I do not see not one cop car.
Though no organized anti-protesters showed up Monday, people passing by made sure to express their contempt.
I mean, it's already consuming my life. But if they would just follow through and get the appropriate information right away, we can kind of streamline this process and not have to disrupt their neighborhoods, if that's what they're wanting to call it. We're not disrupting, we're speaking out.
We contacted the Rome mayor for comment but did not hear back. In Rome, Katelynn Ulrich, Spectrum News.